We want to bring up to the stage a dear friend of mine and talk a little bit about some of the harder subjects that we have as all this stuff continues to transition. Here's a little video.
GLP is a personal injury law firm. We focus on helping people that are injured in all kinds of cases. It can be a motor vehicle collision all the way up through a products liability case, governmental claims, years of litigation, thousands of documents, lots of teams.
We do more complex injury cases, premises liability, slip and fall, people getting injured on the job.
Personal injury, there's everything from what people would refer to as a fender bender, all the way up to catastrophic injuries or wrongful death.
I just find myself defending the underdog. Then hearing the client, the reward at the end of they're just very happy that we were their voice.
Throughout my career, I've been handling a lot of different types of cases, really difficult cases that perhaps other attorneys might not take because on its face, it looks difficult. The liability claims are hard, there's legal issues in it, and I have notoriously taken those cases throughout my entire career for good and bad. We have a case in our office that is against a governmental entity where our client was severely injured. We're in litigation with 3 different defendants. There is public disclosure requests that are enormous. Discovery has been enormous, meaning that we are getting hundreds of thousands of documents in that we have to review.
Large firms, large construction companies, large public entities, they have the ability to give us thousands of pages digitally with the intention of like, well, here you go, have fun looking through it.
And then, we're working against larger law firms, and so they may have more staff than we do. They have all the information. We have to get through it all. And there's only so much time, and there's only so many people we can hire to do the work. We started paying attention to AI early. We knew we wanted a secure way to chat with our medical records, and we really wanted to make sure that we were going to be compliant. And eventually, I'd heard about Supio. I met with one of the founders. Being able to sit down and meet with him and hear why he created this product, what he was doing, gave me a lot of reassurance.
Before Supio, we would go through every single page of records line by line and summarize it manually and then have to extract the data from that later, whether we're using it in a deposition or answering discovery or writing a demand or negotiating with an insurance adjuster. Now that we have Supio, it's almost instantaneous. My biggest case that I ever worked on, very sad case, it involved catastrophic injury to a child who got crushed beneath a car, tens of thousands of pages of medical records. If I had Supio, I could upload the file and come back from lunch and have the whole thing summarized.
Before, I would email my paralegal, find me the MRI report and email it to me. 2 hours would pass and I get the email and I get the document because I don't want to dig for it. And so now, the other day I needed an MRI and I thought, I'm going to email my paralegal. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going to ask Supio. I knew that it would get the MRI and then I could click on the little number, read the MRI right then. It's game changing. I just love it. I want to do everything I can for the case. This gives me the ability to do more than I was able to do before.
So Cydney, we've had a chance to talk quite a bit over the last 10 or so months, but why don't you tell the audience a little bit about who you are, what GLP is, what your focus is?
Sure. Good morning, everybody. First, thanks for having me here today. It was so exciting to see the video for the first time on the big screen, so that was really cool. And I'm so proud of my firm. And I also want to acknowledge my senior litigation paralegal, Curtis, who was featured and is here today, so very excited. I am an owner of a personal injury law firm in Washington. We are the largest personal injury law firm. We have 45 lawyers. We have 9 offices throughout the state. And we also practice in the adjacent states in Idaho and Oregon. And I've been with the firm for 33 years and I'm very proud of our firm and what we can do and so excited about what we can do now.
We're so very proud to have you as partners too. They're about 4 blocks away from our corporate headquarters. They're right in downtown Seattle. We share the space and it's a ton of fun. So Cydney, about 10 months ago, we started this journey together with implementing Supio. Has it been perfect?
It's been close.
Okay. I told her to say that.
It's been amazing. It is a game changer. I keep saying that. And there's a small learning curve, but when you're excited about a product, it is so easy to use. And I am the least technological person in the law firm. If my computer doesn't work, I just pound the keyboard for a few minutes and then email IT. And so for me to be able to get onto a product like Supio and instantly use it, it means it's easy. And the support service at Supio is so good. If you have any questions or any help with, navigating, uploading something, they're there to help. So it's pretty close to perfect.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that. Yesterday, however, there was a conversation that was had. We have a bunch of social media influencers that are also lawyers. You were included in that had a conversation about something that I think all of us are thinking about. And that is, wow, this is incredible technology. I think I can get myself around it. I think I can get myself using it. But what about those that are a little bit more challenged in getting this rolled out into their own processes, that challenge of adoption? As you look at this group of lawyers and others in the room, how would you address that challenge of adopting?
Certainly. So I've taken on Supio as my own personal project of the law firm. So I'm single-handedly trying to roll it out. And I love it. And so the best way to do adoption is to introduce it in a variety of different ways to your people at your firm. So I just wanted to give a few examples of what I do. And we did the training with Supio, the training they offer, but I also offer myself to help anybody in the office. So I do little things like office hours. I'll just say I'll be available for an hour on a Friday morning. Come to my Zoom room. I'll help you. I do what I call Supio bites. So we have weekly case strategy meetings in our office to go over our complex cases, and I'll just do a 5-minute or 10-minute Supio bite and show people something new about it and what they can do. And we do a lot of different things like have a Teams chat. We do our own manual. We list out everything it can do per our case phases. So just little things to help everybody use Supio, and some people are more resistant, and those people will be there. They're fearful, they're resistant to change, and so what I say to them is I'll show them a feature, I will challenge them to try it, and tell them, there are people that really want to go through their own medical records. You can still do that, but you can also use Supio next to it and have it run your timeline. Ask it the questions, produce the document, and you're going to have the backup resource. So it's use it, and you're going to love it.
Yeah. So one last thing for the audience, as you've seen this new agentic stuff, and you had an early preview, and you gave us some feedback. This is just more change. This is just more introduction to those that are practicing law and have been for 33 years or longer, like yourself. How are you going to assist them through this change of this new agentic version?
Good question, Tim, because I have been on Agentic since Monday. Today is, Wednesday or Thursday?
It's Thursday.
Right, okay. And so I am giving that a lot of thought, but we've only had Supio for 10 months, and every month Supio comes out with a new feature, which is so exciting, but we need to learn it. So I'm going to approach it in a systematic way. I'm going to make sure that we have super users in our office first to learn it and understand it so that we can, and we also have regional leads in the office that are tasked with knowing Supio and learning it, and just making sure that we have those people ready to assist, but roll it out in a systematic way to encourage the use, and I think that will work the best.
Yeah. Thank you, Cydney, for being here.
Much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks, everyone.